All right, welcome back, guys. This is Lynn with another Lost reaction on a little bit of a time crunch today, so I can't do a super long intro or a super long outro on this particular episode, but I wanted to get one in the books. This is going to be Season 2, Episode 5. Between filming the last episode and now, I have been pretty interested in hopefully finding out a little bit more about the bunker that Michael and Sawyer and Jin are now staying in with the group from the rear part of the plane. I'm mostly curious about what happened to the people who were there from the actual group that set up all of the experiments on the island. I guess technically I don't know for a fact that those people aren't still in the bunker. I just know that it doesn't seem like they've come out and engaged with the people who were kind of crashing in a part of their bunker. So considering the reception that Jack and John originally got when they showed up at the other bunker, I can't imagine that if there were people in this one, they would just be letting random castaways show up and just kind of hang out there. Assuming that it is completely abandoned, I really would love some sort of an exploration type of an episode where we kind of find out what the purpose of that bunker was, like what kind of experiments they were doing there. Hopefully they have another orientation video that we can check out because I really enjoyed the other one that we saw. Anyway, like I said, I got to keep this one semi-short, so we're just going to jump right into it. So this is Season 2, Episode 5 of Lost, starting right now.
It's been 4 days.
You know, that's not that long. They said it could take up to 2 weeks to find a current. What?
어디 갔지? 어디 갔지?
What?
어딨어?
She lose a ring?
Son, what's wrong?
Or his ring? Did he give her his ring?
대학 때 남자를 만났으면 지금 중매쟁이도 필요 없지 않아.
대학을 연애하러 다니나? 공부하러 다니지?
All right, so overbearing parents is a pretty consistent theme.
올해가 애정의 운세네.
그래? 그렇게 나왔다면 믿어봐야지.
I just had a moment where I felt really stupid because I remember who her father is.
남들보다 열심히 일해서 승진도 빨리 하고 성공해야지.
면접 보고 되게 그러네.
It's not just a job interview, it's the last interview he'll ever have.
I think they're trying to figure out what to do with us.
Yeah, they are. Definitely.
All right, all of you, get up. We're moving out.
A long walk where?
Back to where you came from.
I feel like if I'm with her group, I'd rather stay where I am, where I maintain the advantage of having the larger group. If we take I don't even know how many of them there are, let's say they're 10. We take 10 of us and we walk to this other group where there's 40 people. Now we're massively outnumbered.
You travel in pairs. You move as fast as you can. Don't make any noise.
What the hell is going on over here that's got you all so on edge?
I mean, they've been living pretty deep in the jungle. They've probably lost multiple people to the monster, quote unquote.
Bernard and I will gather the fish.
Man knows how to fish. I'd take him with you if I were you.
Be a good time to have a metal detector.
Son, you okay?
I lost my wedding ring. I'm sure you would turn up.
Probably not. Unless you got enough time to go sifting through all that sand on the beach.
Hey, you want to help us out over here?
Not particularly.
저러다가 굶어 죽지.
Does it look like I speak Korean?
Yeah, there you go.
아시아나 호텔에서도 근무했다고?
네, 웨이터로 승진했습니다.
This guy's gonna be like, I respect your hustle.
지금부터 바로 일 시작하고 비가 오나 눈이 오나 열심히 일하되 봉급 인상이나 자네 같은 사람들 절대로 드나들 수 없는 곳이야.
Sorry, Michael.
Sure, but what?
You know, about throwing you and your friends into the pit.
It wasn't you that did that.
I mean, I guess one of them's my friend.
Guessing not the redneck.
Yeah, not the redneck. Why don't you head inland? That's where all the fruit is on our side.
We don't go that way.
Why?
Monsters.
Because that's where they come from.
For your protection when we travel.
What? He just said something and you went into the jungle. He's gone.
Walt! Walt!
I know, pause it for just a second. I was going to mention that this show is very fond of using really not specific pronouns and just non-descriptive words, like others and them. And that's where they come from. Because when you're watching the show, you're kind of given the impression that the people that they're talking about are the same people that you think of when you think others or them or whatever. But there are obviously multiple groups on the island who are using similar language to describe different groups. For instance, now that we know that this group is on the island, as well as the group that is there because of the bunkers and whatnot, like the Dharma Project type people. Now, when you go back and think about Russo talking about the others, it's very wishy-washy about who that is. It's very wishy-washy about who's out there doing the whispering stuff in the trees that we've seen. Like back in the earlier part of the first season, and probably right up until like close to the very end of the first season, as a viewer, I assumed, and I think they intentionally wanted the viewer to assume, that really the only people on the island were the people who we knew about that had survived the plane crash, and then this other group who was hiding out in like this bunker type situation. But now we really have I have to keep in mind that I don't have a way of definitively knowing how many different groups could potentially be on this island. For instance, even with the Dharma Project people, just because the place that Jack and John and Kate found was called Station 3, that doesn't mean that there are only 3 stations on the island. It could be station number 3, but there could be 50 different bunkers on the island. We now know that there are survivors from the rear section of the plane, which means potentially there were also survivors in the front section of the plane. I mean, technically the pilot was still alive when they found him, so it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that there were passengers who survived the crash who are now also somewhere in the jungle or somewhere on this island. Anyway, enough chit chat. We're just going to jump right back in.
Does it work? Can you use it?
Wow, what a great idea.
He ain't coming back without his kid. Walt. He ain't coming back without Walt. In case you haven't noticed, it's every man for himself, Chewie.
Yeah, but you guys have had the best success when you've stopped thinking every man for himself. Oh, yeah, that dude can take a fucking punch. All right. Jin is not intimidated by that shit.
That's where he's going. Toward them.
And he gives him a weapon. All right, respect.
What are you doing?
I'm going to help him find his friend.
Oh,
We can't wait for you.
I didn't ask you to wait for me. I'm starting to like this guy a little bit.
You fed the dog? Bingo. So,
When he poops, we're going to have to look for it.
The dog did not eat my ring.
dogs will eat anything. I had this drawer where I'd throw in all my change, right? Buster Crabs had $1.35 nickels.
That's a lot of nickels.
Did you ever own a dog?
Yeah.
Jin gave me one.
He beat the shit out of a guy for it.
What was his name?
Popo. It means a kiss.
Kind of a weird dog name.
안녕하세요. 네.
예쁘게 생겼네.
어서 오십시오. 서울 게이트웨이 호텔을 찾아주셔서 안녕하세요.
How is Jin gonna get her attention?
어느 분이 더 걱정하세요?
물론 어머니를 통해서.
At least he doesn't seem like a total asshole.
실은 항상 맞선 별로였거든요.
예, 저도요.
Alright, so she initially liked this dude. How does she meet Jin?
No. Michael, wait, no.
Uh-oh, that's not him. Wow, we haven't seen a boar in a long time. Oh, who is this dude?
His name was Goodwin.
Others? Michael?
A little bit of aloe. A little sunburn. Hey, I know you're frustrated, but this is kind of stuff the whole group needs.
Bad day.
I found your ring. Yeah, not so much.
I don't think I have ever seen you angry.
I used to get angry. All the time. Frustrated.
You're not frustrated anymore?
I'm not lost anymore.
Got a little frustrated when I couldn't open the hatch.
Same way anything lost gets found, I stopped looking.
We got a second date?
데이트가 있어서.
Ah, yeah.
It's cool. I'm gonna steal your girl later.
그리고 한마디 더 말씀드려도 될까요? 비밀인데. 하버드에서 백인 여자친구 만났어요.
Oh.
그만.
아니, 선 씨.
오늘 점심.
Oh, that's a bummer. But, you know, I was wondering how she wound up not with that guy, and that answered my question.
Around here. This is fresh.
Michael.
Somebody.
They don't leave tracks.
Oh, okay. That's spooky. We're being watched. What's in here? What am I gonna see? Hi. Who are you guys? You also don't seem like you're with the group that's in the Dharma bunkers. How many groups are on this island, guys? We gotta figure this out.
They came from that way. Your friend went that way. You go back. No, we go together.
It's weird that this guy has your back more than Sawyer did.
잠시만요. 실례지만 제 아들놈이 급해서 그러는데.
Nope, can't let you in. Specific orders not to let you in.
죄송하지만 호텔 손님만 사용할 수 있습니다. 참을 수 있겠지?
딱합니다.
I don't know that you're gonna get fired for this, but you're definitely gonna get friggin' yelled at.
아우 감사합니다. 들어가 빨리 들어가.
You're gonna get severely reprimanded.
꼬마가 너무 급해 보여서.
길에서 싸든 무슨 상관이야? 아니.
Yeah, good for you, man.
그동안 고맙습니다.
Claire found the bottle. The one with the messages inside. The one from the raft.
Where is it?
I buried it.
I buried it.
That's where the ring went. Looking a little rough there, Sawyer. Hey, Michael.
What are you doing?
Go back.
Jin's not going back, dude. He's fucking ride or die. Dude, you cannot go through the jungle just randomly yelling. Fucking dangerous people out here, dude. You're making way too much noise.
You need to come back with us now.
I'm not leaving him out here.
I really expected her to be like, oh, my ring slipped off my finger while I was burying it.
Kate, stop. What are you doing?
She's looking for hers because she's got to burn it.
Son.
Found it. And then when you weren't looking for it, just like Locke said.
제가 죄송해요.
Just a little bit of fate intervening, and they both fell in love at the exact same time. It's actually really romantic. All right, so that was the end of episode 5. So guys, now my big question is, and I think this was one of my big questions going into the episode, how many different groups of people are on this freaking island? I know it's only the second season. We got a lot of time to figure this out, but it's kind of crazy that now it's like every couple episodes, there's like a totally new group of people. It's just going to turn into some total like Lord of the Flies, Hunger Games type scenarios. Anyway, like I said at the outset, I'm on kind of a short time crunch today, so I got to get going. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me on this one. I enjoyed watching it with you. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lost. Today we're going to watch season 2, episode 6. Technically, today I'm going to try to watch episodes 6, 7, and 8, just so I can get this block of 4 videos all edited and up for you guys. In order to get that done in time, I'm not going to have a lot of time here to chit chat at the beginning. I will say the one question that came up for me at the end of the last episode, which I'm sure you know because in your timeline, you're watching it like a couple minutes ago. But there now appears to be another group that we have not met on this island, and that's making me a little crazy because I don't know where all these people are coming from. I guess there's a possibility that these are people from the front of the plane, but the people from the rear section of the plane seem to be avoiding them like the plague. So just given their reaction, it seems like they're under the impression that these people have been here for a long time because they seem to be better at tracking and better at moving through the jungle in a way where other people don't necessarily know that they're there. I may be misinterpreting that, but that's the way that came across to me. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right into it.
You thirsty, dog?
The dog has a name, by the way. You can call him Victor. You don't just have to keep calling him Dog.
What do you think?
I think you're putting way too much work in. This would be so much more interesting of a love story to me if she had even one redeeming quality.
I only carry it because I have someone to protect.
She's lost.
I am not lost.
And tell me, Ponce de Leon, which way are we supposed to go?
If your friend didn't run off, Echo would still be here now, wouldn't he?
You sure didn't have any problem leaving him behind, though, huh?
Mike only cares about himself and this kid. Neither's got squat to do with me.
Glad you feel that way.
많이 다친 것 같은데.
Yeah, Chewie, I know.
You know, I can't understand that shit.
We're moving out. Now.
Where are you going?
Get some water.
Let me.
That was quick.
Uh-oh. Alright, so apparently Shannon's purpose now is that she has some ability to see Walt in some sort of visions.
No one there.
I am telling you, I saw Walt.
It was a dream, Shannon.
He was here.
Why is he up?
I woke him.
You woke him?
I heard screams. I got worried.
Well, he's gonna need feeding now. He's gonna be up all night and fussy all day.
Yeah, we'll just give him some of my heroin. He'll sleep for a while.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was a joke, by the way. I obviously know you couldn't give a baby heroin. Calm down.
Beautiful, Sophie.
Did my papa see me?
Sure.
All right, thank you for a great class today, ladies. Hello?
Shannon, your father's been in an accident. I'm on my way to St. Sebastian's. I'll meet you there. Doctor, my husband Adam, how is he?
Your husband was in a head-on collision with an SUV.
He's the guy in the other car.
I'm afraid we were unable to resuscitate him.
May I see him?
Of course. Would your daughter like to come?
Stepdaughter.
Fuck no. Trust me, that is not going to be the last memory that you're going to want to have with your dad.
Damn it. Okay, I'm fine.
Hey, do you guys know where Michael and Walt left the stuff that they didn't take with them on the raft?
I think there's stuff still on the beach, back where their tent is.
Smell this. That's his, right? Come on, get a good whiff. You're always trying to run off and find him? Then find him. Find Walt.
Go get him, Victor. This is what I've been waiting for. Great, now you lost the dog again. Good job.
How's that cradle treating you?
Cradle's great. It's the baby that's the problem.
Babies like the feeling of being constricted. It's not until we're older that we develop the desire to be free.
Would have been a good dad, John.
You know, I think everybody knows more about my baby than me.
And a scout leader. You would have been a really good scout leader.
You know, it's like we're playing mum and dad to this baby. No, seriously. I mean, we're practically strangers, him and me. For all I know, Charlie could be some religious freak.
Yeah, I seriously doubt that.
Then why does he carry around a Virgin Mary statue? He says he found it in the jungle.
Death sucks, doesn't it?
Boone!
Yay! One of the only upsides to a Shannon episode. We finally get Boone back for a little bit.
He came back.
Have you spoken to my mother?
She's going through her thing and I'm going through mine.
Have you two been getting along?
Not at all.
She hates me.
This is one big-ass island.
We have to cut inland.
What? Into the jungle? You would risk our lives to help him? I liked you better when you weren't talking.
Right back at you.
I can't believe he's still asleep.
Swaddling works every time.
Mm-hmm.
나한테 기대.
I'm fine.
기대라니까.
Fine.
내가 부축.
Okay, we need to calm the volume down a little bit.
What? They can't talk at all?
If he talks, he's gonna get us all killed.
You want us to take you back with us? Fine. But you want me to keep quiet? Then you need to tell me why I have to.
Give us some backstory.
First night that we got here, they took 3 of us. Nothing happened for 2 weeks. Then they came back and took 9 more. Now we're moving through the jungle. Their jungle. Just so that you could save your little hick friend over here.
They're doing a pretty good job of building this other group up.
Keep moving.
They took my son.
They took a lot of things.
Where are you going?
To find him.
There's some people in the jungle you're not gonna like.
I can't open it.
You what?
You open it.
You have been waiting 6 months for this letter. No way I'm opening it.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it!
And here's the phone call that's going to ruin that.
That's impossible. Okay, are you sure?
What?
My rent check bounced.
But you're like rich.
No, your stepmom's rich.
My checks are bouncing.
Well, that's what happens when you make withdrawals and don't make deposits, Shannon.
When do I get the money Dad left me? The money from the will?
There was no will. Your father and I had a living trust. Everything passed to me. I'm afraid there was nothing specifically designated for you.
Asshole!
I just got this really prestigious internship, and I'm not gonna make any money for a while, but I'm gonna be working like 16 hours a day.
I'm sorry, Shannon. You're on your own.
I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling bad for Shannon. I'm not doing it. You're not getting me to do it. Haven't seen the backgammon board in a while.
She's got a bit to learn about being a mum, responsibility, you know.
Now that's an interesting thing to say for a heroin addict.
Yeah, straightforward, call him out. I like that.
It's your turn.
I got it.
나 혼자도 할 수 있어.
Hey.
Sawyer. Hey.
I need to find this dude some antibiotics. Some serious ones.
You want to stay, that's fine. But we're rolling out.
Can you help me make a stretcher?
I kind of get it from her point of view that to her it doesn't make sense to risk everybody's lives to save a stranger. But I also get from Michael and Jin's point of view.
We found the bottle on the beach.
The bottle with the messages that they brought with them?
I know he's out here somewhere. I saw Walt.
That's a pretty badass stretcher you guys made. All right, at least the whole group is helping.
Cindy. Where's Cindy? Cindy!
What the hell is that?
Hey, anybody else hear that whispering?
Oh, God!
Run where?
She said no.
Can I crash at your place in New York for just a little while? Until I got on my feet?
She offered me a job.
You're going to work for your mother.
It's a really good job, Shannon. Look, this is all I have right now, but my trust fund's gonna kick in at the end of the month. And after that, I can absolutely keep you afloat.
Yeah, your mom's gonna cut that trust fund off as soon as she finds out you're giving Shannon money.
Okay, you know what? I really want you to just take your money. Go work for your mother. I don't want it. Just
money.
take it, all right? I
trying
don't
to help you,
want
Shannon.
your money.
Shannon!
Are you okay?
Do not help me up. I need you to believe in me.
I do believe in you.
You don't.
I believe you saw him, I just don't believe it was actually him.
They think I'm worthless.
Shannon, you are not worthless.
You're just gonna leave me. I know. As soon as we get out of here, you're just gonna leave me.
I will never leave you. I love you.
That's some bold shit to say to somebody you've known for a month. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Do you see him? Walt!
Yeah, I see him telling you to shut the fuck up.
Walt!
Shut up!
Walt! Wait!
Shut up!
Okay, who got shot? Really? All right. I'm not putting it past the show for this to be a fake out. We've seen her die before. Although, no, No, you just shot Shannon. That's not good. That's not the way to earn trust. So this is our new friend, Anna. Anna, Saeed, Anna. Okay. So Shannon might be dead. Shannon might be dead. I mean, I know Sawyer took a gunshot and he's still, I mean, technically alive. He's not conscious, but he's technically alive. But he took a shot in the shoulder. Shannon appears to have taken pretty much center mass, like chest or gut, somewhere in the torso. I feel like that's going to be a lot harder to just walk off. That's a rough one. Luckily, we're not doing these one at a time anymore, and I've got the time blocked out to jump into the next episode right now. So maybe we'll find out whether she's actually going to die or whether she survives this somehow. Let's get into it. Episode 7 coming at you right now. We're going to see the plane crash. Here it comes. Ooh. All right, so the rear part of the plane went into the ocean. Chaos. You're like surviving a plane crash and then immediately trying not to drown. That would be completely insane. All right, we're seeing a lot of the people who are in the group that we've already seen. A couple kids. I feel like these are going to be the ones that get taken. Or the first ones that get taken anyway. At some point we're going to figure out why it is they like taking children. That's that teddy bear we saw at the end of the episode like 2 episodes ago. Hey, good job, Anna.
Where's my mom?
Well,
She's meeting us in Los Angeles.
oh, well then she's probably in Los Angeles.
I promise, we're gonna get you home soon, okay?
You've been on this island for like 5 minutes and you're already lying to kids. I'm assuming that at some point we're going to start interlacing backstories for all of these people in this group.
Excuse me. Would you look after the children? There's something I have to do.
Okay.
Kind of depends on how long I'm looking after them for. That's kind of a big commitment that you're asking from me. A total stranger. Ew. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's not that bad. Bam!
Ooh. Oh, I knew she was distracting him so she could do that.
You a doctor? You're in med school before I dropped out. Clinical psychologist.
Yeah, we're all going to need therapy, so that's good.
You saved that girl's life. You a doctor?
Hey! I need some help! Someone in the jungle!
Help!
Dude.
We should climb up there. I'll hold him.
That is a crazy situation you're in.
Bernard!
You're gonna be all right, Bernard. I need you to focus, Bernard. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Now grab the branch next to you.
Come on, bud. Make a jump for it. Dude, you can hear the branches creaking around you. It's going to happen really soon. Yeah, that could have been you.
All right, hold on tight, okay? I'm coming up to get you.
It'll be dark soon. Better get a signal fire started so they can find us.
What's your name?
Good one.
I'm Ana Lucia.
Goodwin, you're the guy we're gonna see something really bad happen to.
My wife. I can't find her.
I mean, you were in a different section of the plane. What'd she say it was? Did she say it was the first night they were there that that group came? And then it was like 2 weeks later?
What was that?
Somebody's struggling with something. What you doing there, bud? It's not a good look for you in a group full of strangers.
No wallet, no cell phone, no keys, nothing.
The curly-haired guy and the German who was helping us with the injured.
Did you see anything?
No, I
Where
didn't.
they came from? How many there were?
No, I didn't see anything.
They're out here in the jungle with no shoes, nothing in their pockets, no labels on their clothes.
Echo's gonna start making weapons.
These people were here before us. We need to find a safer place.
And what about the signal fire? How are we all gonna get rescued if we're off the beach?
We don't need a fire for them to find us.
Yes, we do. We were flying for 2 hours in the wrong direction. They don't know where to look.
All right, then we all need weapons, and we have to set up a system where a certain number of us are always awake and always watching.
His leg, the infection is getting worse.
What are we supposed to do about that?
Oh, we could cut off the leg. Or not. That's nowhere near deep enough to keep the wildlife from getting to that body. I understand you had limited tools to, dig with and whatnot, but...
Over here! Oh, come on, grab it! Grab it! Go! Over here! Come on! Over here!
All right, so the original group found wild boar. These guys found chickens on the island. They don't seem to be fishing like the original group was.
That'll work.
Yeah. I heard a pig or something out there. Maybe we can have some bacon tomorrow.
Yeah, they're harder to kill than you would think.
Where were you?
I had to go to the bathroom.
We have a system for that.
Yeah, sorry.
What were you actually doing? Oh, they're back. See at least 3 of them. Wow, they grab people fucking fast.
The kids! They took the kids!
Like they are already in the jungle before anybody's really awake yet. There's a pretty good amount of them because they're fighting multiple people from the group. And they took 9 people.
They're gone. Which way did they go? Which way did they go?
Nobody saw.
Wake up! Wake up! Who are you? Talk to me.
Ooh, what do you got?
What is that?
A bit of a note.
It's a list.
Like a grocery list?
Of us.
They came in and took specific people? Somehow that's even scarier.
They dragged 9 people into the jungle. The kids. And there's no sign of them?
I mean, it would be if it wasn't pitch black out. It's a little hard to track people in the dark.
Calm down, let's figure this out.
Calm down. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, a little tired of the back talk from you, mister.
One of them had a list of us.
Could have gotten our names from the people they already took.
Nobody knew anybody's names the first night. 5 minutes.
You know what? I want to keep walking. Go ahead. Fresh water, rock wall at our backs, lots of fruit trees. Right here looks pretty good to me.
A little bit of a power struggle. Guys are making all kinds of tools. Pretty resourceful little group.
He creeps me out, Anna.
Why do you think I'm digging this hole?
I mean, they infiltrated the original group.
You're really gonna be able to catch rabbits with this?
Oh yeah, give me another stick.
Anna!
Ah, this is where the pit was. Okay. I didn't realize the hole she was digging was that deep.
What are you doing?
You and I are gonna have a little talk, Nathan. He wasn't on the plane.
What?
We were in the air for 2 hours. I didn't see him once. Not once.
If he really were one of them, why would he still be here?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
He's getting information about you.
You got a problem with this?
Nope.
Where are you from, Nathan?
Canada.
What were you doing in Australia?
Company retreat.
How come nobody saw you on the plane, Nathan?
I was in the lavatory.
For 2 hours?
Had some bad burritos.
Where are the kids, Nathan?
The problem with this kind of interrogation is eventually you're going to break down and tell her whatever she wants to hear. Just for the possibility of getting out of this hole.
Get up. I said get up.
Somebody's been sneaking you food.
Whose idea was it to stay at the beach where they could pick us off one by one? His, Nathan's.
Well, they haven't come since we put him in there.
I'm worried about you, Anna. You've had him down there 4 days.
I promised that little girl that I would get her back home to her mom.
Do you have any kids, Anna?
No.
Grab the rope. I'll pull you up.
If you were with the other group, why would they have not come to get him out of that hole yet?
You know, Lucia, I think we all think that she's going to hurt you, and you need to get away from here. Which way's the beach? That way, maybe 5 miles.
Okay. So were you actually the insider? Hey, bud. A little close.
Hello, Lucia. He's gone.
What?
He's gone.
Feel like she suspects something.
What is it?
I don't know. Some sort of bunker. What are you doing?
Somebody's got to go in. Might as well be me. All right, we got quarantine on this one as well. Yep. Dharma.
What is this place?
It's like some sort of storage facility.
Electricity still works.
What was that? Get it.
It's a glass eye.
That'll be useful. And a Bible. Okay. Unfortunately, can't eat one of those either.
It's a radio.
Hello?
I gotta pause this for a second. I feel like I just realized something that's about to happen. So when Boone was up in the plane and he found the radio in the plane that's like from Nigeria or whatever, and he was trying to get somebody on the other end. When he finally got somebody, Boone said something to the effect of, you know, we're told them the flight number. And then the person on the other end said that they were from that flight also, which was a little confusing when you're watching it through for the first time and you don't know that there are people other than the original group who survived. I think what we're about to see is the other side of that conversation where they're going to find, like, they're going to keep switching channels and they're going to come across Boone trying to send out a message, and he's going to say, you know, we were flying from Australia to LA, blah, blah. And then they're going to be like, oh, that was our flight. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. And if I am, and when I am, that's going to be a pretty crazy moment to see from their side.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
The hills are blocking it. If we want a signal, we need to get to higher ground.
I'll go with you. We can make it back in a couple of hours. Let's go.
She doesn't trust him because he was like, oh, let me take your radio and go into the jungle and then come back later and tell you, oh, yeah, it didn't work.
Don't you ever wonder why they attack us?
Maybe they're not attacking us.
Why do you think they take some of us and not the others?
You know, that first night they took the strongest of us. Our quiet friend, 3 other guys. They're all athletic, tough, threats.
They didn't take you.
Guess they changed their plan after 2 of them got killed.
Them changing their plan after 2 of them got killed implies that they were not looking, they didn't know exactly who they were looking for. And when they came in the second time, they had a list of exactly who they were looking for. Like, they came in, they grabbed exactly the people that they wanted.
Where do you think they got it? I mean, they don't even wear shoes. How'd they get an army knife? The knife. It's U.S. military. This knife's probably 20 years old. Yet here it is, on this island. And you ran out of the jungle the day of the crash. How did you find Bernard up in the tree?
I heard him shouting from the beach.
From the beach?
Nobody else heard him shouting from the beach.
Did he see you out there? Is that why you pretended to be one of us? You ran out of the jungle 10 minutes after the crash. You weren't wet.
Be careful, Anna. This has become a very dangerous conversation.
Did you kill him?
Nathan was not a good person. That's why he wasn't on the list.
Well, only good people are on the list?
The children are fine.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. These guys know how to fucking fight, so. Uh-oh. That was a bad calculation on your part there, bud.
Where's Goodwin?
He didn't make it.
We're safe here now.
All right, so we got a little bit of information out of him, but it was all pretty cryptic, so not a lot of information.
Why are you wasting your time with that thing? There's no signal.
I only turn it on a couple minutes a day. It really doesn't.
There it is.
Is there someone there? Repeat your transmission, please. We're the survivors of Flight 815.
Yep, there's the conversation.
It's them. They're trying to draw us out. They're trying to find us.
I was going to say that if they still have that thing when they meet up with Saeed and the rest of the group, Saeed can probably do something with that radio, but Saeed's not going to be in a mood to help her or her group out. We might be fishing now. Oh.
Libby.
This is where they find Jin.
Hand him over. Is he alive?
Right. Where are you from?
원하는 게 뭐야? He doesn't even speak English.
That doesn't mean anything.
Anna, we found him in the water.
He has a broken handcuff on his wrist. He's running!
And this is where they come out onto the beach. Everybody's... And the gang's all together now.
Hit me.
You think they're okay? Let's find out.
One thing that I love in shows and movies, and this show does really well, is when you walk through a storyline with a character or a group of characters, and then you come around and you get a walkthrough with a different group of characters, and you get to see how everything kind of meshes and intersects. The show does that really well.
Did they take her?
Cindy!
Now we're going to see what happens when Shannon pops up out of the jungle and gets shot. Because everybody's super freaked out about the missing girl and the whispering. There you go. That's how people get shot.
What was that?
I said this at the end of the last episode when it actually happened, but I will reiterate, if Shannon dies from this gunshot wound, and I'm assuming that she will, I'm just using the word if, just because I guess there's a hypothetical situation where it doesn't happen. But if she dies because of this gunshot wound, there is zero chance of these two groups successfully getting together and merging. Like, Saeed is not gonna have that at all, ever. So I guess we'll wait and see how that turns out. Although I will say that Rose's husband will almost definitely stay, but I don't see Saeed ever trusting Anna. And if he doesn't trust her, I think Jack isn't going to trust her. So that's going to make that pretty much a no-go. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break for a second to grab a drink, and then I'm going to jump into episode 8. You're not going to notice much of a time jump, but for me, it'll probably be like 5 or 10 minutes. Anyway, see you then. All right, guys, I'm back from my break. Episode 8. Let's get into it. All right, so you're a pretty good shot.
So how you doing?
Well, the family with the screaming baby moved.
So how was the firing range?
Good.
How did it feel to hold a gun again?
Very good. She say, when I can come back to work.
What'd you do to make it so you can't come back to work?
What do you think?
I think you should go to Australia.
Welcome back to the force, Officer Cortez.
Girl, you're in trouble.
Saeed! Saeed, no! Don't you there!
All right, I need you guys to both not kill each other. I actually like both of your characters.
Hey!
Don't move! Nobody move!
Oh, she's got another gun. Just a thing where she's like, oh, I shot another innocent person. Why do I keep doing that?
You just had a gun to your neck. Check to see if he has anything else on him. We need to tie him up.
I'm not tying him up.
He tried to kill you.
He was defending himself.
You do it. Use the vines from the stretcher.
Hey, if we take that thing apart, we won't be able to...
Shut up.
I mean, I see a ton of other vines hanging out right behind you.
Come on in.
I know this lady. I don't know where from, but I know her.
How are you?
Good.
Your assignment.
Evidence? You're putting me behind a desk? ¿Estás haciendo esto porque eres capitán o porque eres mi madre?
That seems like a conflict of interest. Very similar to Jack's conflict of interest with his father.
I need to be back on the street.
Sorry to bother you, Captain. Anna, there's a call for you in the bullpen. They say it's real important.
They got you a cake. Try and act surprised.
Try not to shoot anybody.
Where'd you get these? And just because you're a little excited, no reason to talk with your mouth full.
Dude, double or nothing. There's no way you're hitting it that far.
Why are we playing on the beach? Where'd your golf course go?
You hooked it. Try keeping your left arm straight.
Anyone can hit a ball. That's not golf.
And what's golf?
Mostly drinking and golf carts.
Well, why don't we play a few holes and see which one of us is more accurate?
That's what she said.
3 holes, no handicap. We play for bragging rights.
Let's just get to their camp. It was an accident. They'll understand.
They'll understand. I killed one of them. I'm not...
Untie me!
Anna.
I'm taking him back to his camp.
Don't leave. He'd let you die.
I'm not doing it for him.
I like that this Echo guy is like her bodyguard / enforcer type dude, but he's also kind of her moral compass.
Did you miss me?
Boy, did I.
Yeah, I've missed you ever since you died on The Walking Dead.
What are we doing in Westwood?
Driving.
This was her idea, wasn't it?
She is the captain.
A domestic disturbance call, 2210 South Veteran.
This is 8, Adam 16. We got it.
Arrest him! He is still on TV! He cannot get away with it!
Ew.
Get down on the ground!
It's all right. He is down. Holster your weapon.
A little bit of a hothead.
I think you should let him go.
No. He's gonna come after me.
You don't know that.
I killed someone he loves. Sit down.
I mean, you should let Mike talk to him. Mike can convince him that it was a mistake.
Shoot me.
He doesn't know you. He's not going to trust anything you say. Might trust Mike a little bit. He's not going to be less pissed, but at least he'll trust that it was a mistake.
Who is that woman? Her name is Anna Lucia. She was on the plane.
Where is Walt?
Don't know yet. Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Wow. You really put it in there.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. It's
More balls. You can always just take a drop.
I'm good.
Oh, God. It's like the writers are begging me to make those fucking jokes over and over again. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. It's been a long day, all right? Just cut me a little slack. Did you see something behind him? What do you see, Kate? What do you see?
Where's the doctor?
That would be me, but I don't know who you are. And historically, I don't really like him that much.
Bathroom. Go through the medical stash. There's a bottle of ofloxacin. Ofloxacin, little white pills.
Right now, Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, here.
What happened? John. The button.
It was interesting that Jack was the one that pointed out that the button needed to be pushed. Yeah, it looks very similar to the other one that you found. Oh, he's going to tell him about the other one.
Hello.
Oh, please tell me there's a projector reel at the other one that we can watch. A little introduction video.
We just want to know what you're doing. What's the plan?
She has no plan.
Yeah, let's not push her. She's a little quick draw McGraw. Let's calm down with the fucking pressure.
Ammo for the gun. Do you have any back at your camp?
Not for you.
I want at least half. And I'll need a pack. A blanket, some medicine, clothes, jeans, and socks. You bring all of that stuff back to me, and I'll let your friend go.
Are you planning on going solo in the jungle? Is that your plan?
Anna, what are you doing? You can't live out here alone.
I'm already alone.
Come on, Saeed, you can talk your way out of this. This is not the first time on this island you've been tied up and threatened. Hey, partner, what the fuck was that?
I ordered that guy to stop twice.
So does that mean every time we run into some yo-yo with a TV in his hands, you're gonna draw down?
Hey, Anna Lucia, your guy, we got him.
What guy?
We picked him up on an assault on an elderly woman in Echo Park. And the DA's ready to file charges. All he needs is for you to ID him.
I want to talk to him.
It's not him.
He confessed.
I don't know him.
I want you to let him go so that I can kill him in the street.
He put 4 bullets into you. Hollow points through your vest. He tried to kill you. You want to put this guy back out on the street?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for, actually. Hey there. Sorry I killed you.
Out there, what happened?
It was an accident.
What kind of accident?
A girl was shot and killed.
What did she look like?
Blonde.
Tall, with blonde hair.
It's not who you think it is, John. I thought he was going to think it was Claire.
What's happening? Why is he shaking?
He's septic. Infection's gotten into the bloodstream.
Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it.
I'll do it.
No, I got it.
I can do it.
Yeah, do it like a cat. You just gotta, like, flick it. Just open it mouth and flick it towards the back of his throat. Just boop.
It's Kate.
Or you could try it your way, the nice way.
The only way that you are going to get better is if you take this pill.
Nice job. We never learned the whole whisper in the ear thing in med school.
Yeah, your bedside manner sucks. We've already established that.
You want to go? Go. You. Go.
I think he's going to stay with Saeed. Maybe not. Michael's like, I've never been the one that was really good with directions. I don't...
Michael.
Okay, just so you know, Jin's alive.
It's all right. Jin is okay.
You're gonna take me back out there right now.
This man isn't the problem. He brought Sawyer back.
Half dead with a bullet hole in his shoulder, John.
Jack, you're the one who's keeping Sawyer alive right now. Maybe you should not be the one going out into the jungle.
Jack! Jack!
We got a problem, man.
Remember how to use this?
Yes, sir.
I can figure it out.
What do you want?
I want all of our people back here safely.
Your friend,
Anna Lucia made a mistake.
What did you say?
Oh man, I was gonna try to sleep with her.
I will take you there. But only you. And no guns.
Yeah, but I gotta bring back a blanket and half our ammo, some jeans. Or maybe his plan is just to show up with Jack and hope that Jack can fix this situation. I don't know.
Where are you from?
I'm from Iraq.
You have any kids?
I do not. Do you have children?
No.
Are you going to kill me?
Don't know yet.
Should I?
Almost 40 days ago on this very island, I tied a man to a tree and I tortured him. Should you kill me? Maybe you should. Maybe you were meant to.
Maybe if you let me go, you're gonna wish that you did.
I'm a cop. I was a cop. One night, my partner and I responded to a burglary call. All I remember was a pop. By the time I hit the ground, I thought I was dead. I feel dead.
What happened to him? The man who shot you?
Killed that fucking guy outside of 7-Eleven.
Hey.
Did you really walk by me in the bar and not recognize me?
I was pregnant.
Uh-oh. I hope you didn't do that with your service gun. I was going to say revolver, but that's not a revolver. Service weapon, I guess would be the phrase. That's why she has that reaction every time someone asks her if she has a kid.
Go ahead. Pick it up. I deserve it.
I'm going to take the gun back, because that was mine when we started. I'm going to go take my girlfriend back to the beach now that she's been baking out here in the jungle for however many hours we've been sitting here.
Hey. Hey, can you hear me? You're gonna be okay.
Should we try to find some more blankets? Hey, I know you. How's it going, Victor? Where's our boy? They're coming out. Where's Rose? Hey, Rose. There's your husband. Oh, and Sun is there. Hello, people that I've never seen on screen. Yay! It's a nice little way of wrapping things up for this reaction video I'm doing, because episode 5, we kind of saw how they met, and then at the end of this one, we're seeing them reunited. Yeah, I don't know what happened. She had him tied to this tree right here, and now he's not there anymore. Hi. Sorry about that. I get a little jumpy with the guns. All right, so that was episode 8. Like I said, I know they didn't do this intentionally, because it would have been really stupid for them to do something 20 years ago, assuming, hey, maybe 20 years from now, somebody will do a reaction video where they'll have a group of 4 episodes together, and maybe we could do this cool thing where this little circle kind of loops around and connects to itself. So obviously that's not a real thing, but it is kind of a cool coincidence to me that the story with Jin and Sun kind of, bookended those 4 episodes. Still not very much closer to figuring out who the hell this other group is, where they came from, what their purpose is, why they take people, how they choose who it is that they're going to take. We don't really know any of that. Shannon died. I've been an asshole to her the whole series. I get it. I don't know. There's always going to be somebody that's going to annoy you on a show. For me, that was her. It is what it is. I realize in real life that people are typically, when there are people in your life that you don't like or that just rub you the wrong way, most of the time it's just that they're a product of either situations in their life or other people in their life who have sort of conspired to mold them into whoever they are when you're having this disagreement with them. I get all that, but it's a TV show. I'm allowed to dislike characters from TV shows. I don't have to necessarily give every character on the TV show the benefit of the doubt. Like, I wasn't a fan of her. It is what it is. The groups have come together now. I assume we're going to get at least a couple episodes of some conflict that is definitely going to be there. Lucia has been fully in charge of her group for like a month and a half now. I don't see her willingly just stepping back and being, you know, at best a second in command, but more likely just another random person on the beach. Like, I don't see her stepping into that role. And because she's not going to want to take on that role, there's definitely going to be conflict between her and Jack, and her and Locke, and her and probably Michael. When Sawyer wakes up, he's not going to be a fan of her still. I realized that during this episode, it wasn't really the time to have this conversation, but I'm waiting for the conversation between, I'm assuming, Echo and Locke, where they discuss the fact that there is another bunker out there that they were staying in. I mean, it's a pretty significant hike from where they're located now. But once Locke finds out about that, I don't think he's going to be able to resist going there. It feels kind of unlikely to me that there's anybody in that other bunker. It seems weird that you would have a group of people staying in your facility for like a month and you wouldn't do something about that. It just doesn't seem realistic. But if it's true that that bunker is totally abandoned, then is it only the Swan one that has some sort of ritualized, like you have to do this every 108 minutes? I would assume that if they had established that in reaction to some sort of accident that happened on the island, which was the impression that they gave in that introduction video, that there would be multiple facilities that would all have things that have to be done every, certain amount of time, every 108 minutes. Maybe at the other bunkers, maybe it's slightly different. Maybe it varies from bunker to bunker, but I would assume there would have to be something in each bunker that would have to be done periodically. Anyway, those are all questions that I'm sure will be answered in one way or another at some point in the future. For now, I'm going to wrap this up so that I can get into the editing process for this and get it out to you guys as quickly as possible. Thank you guys for being so patient. I will see you down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.